Welcome to Long Lost Brothers, the podcast devoted to talking shit
and eating pizza. And self-improvement.
You're on a mission to fuck it up every week, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I've been trying to write down good ones.
Wait, that made your list, the good ones?
No, that one was freestyle.
Eating pizza.
I started the Coltrane Fitness podcast, and that's why I ended. I say, wishing y'all love and light, good sex, and better pizza. That's what I say at the end. And
I think you're just hungry. That's what's going on.
Dude, that's the understatement of the fucking century.
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. What's going on with you?
All right, gang. So some of you guys that follow, I'm a power lifter, and I'm trying to cut to 198 and start competing at 198 as opposed to 220 because I'm way more sexy at 198 and fucking also healthier. And I'm comparably strong enough to set more records and win more medals at 198. I think it's what I'm trying to do. That's where I'm trying to go with my little powerlifting journey. So I was dialed the fuck in last time we talked. I was sitting at 205. Maybe not last time we talked, but the day before fucking Thanksgiving, everything was fucking great. I was weighed in 205. I was right on track, bro. You just hang in there, just keep doing what you're doing. You don't even have to dehydrate or nothing. You'll be just fine. So Thanksgiving happened, because I'm in that single guy bachelor Jesse mindset. You're gonna be in your fucking house alone, bro.
Yeah,
you're gonna be eating chicken and rice for fucking Thanksgiving. Have fun. I got too many people that love me, bro. I underestimate the blessings that I receive sometimes. So my son had, I knew I was going to my son's for a minute, but that was spectacular. My daughter-in-law did amazing. But then I went to my sister's and she had all this crazy charcuterie. Anyway, I ate a bunch of fat ass shit. And then this older gentleman that works with us, he's like, Jesse, you and your lady busted up. You're coming over. I don't want to hear it. 2:00, be at my house. You don't argue with Jack. You just show up. He's the sweetest guy in the world. So
hold on. How early did your son have Thanksgiving? If you had to be at that dude's house at 2.
Hold on. So I went Raymond because my sisters both live in Raymond. So we ended up going to that one, charcuterie, hang out. I had a non-alcoholic beer with my brother-in-law who also drinks non-alcoholic beers. And so then I came up to Jack's house. Oh, my buddy Nick Moreno, he's one of my first training partners when I moved out here. He's a good dude. He was in town, so I stopped, talked to him for a minute. Then he, 40-minute drive back up to Jack's house. But then I realized I was wearing my shirt that says Autistic Virgin. So I was like, probably not gonna wear that to Jack's house. Because I went and did squatted. I squatted that morning, Thanksgiving, big heavy squats, just 405 for 4 or 5, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm in workout clothes because I'm my family knows I don't need to dress up for my brothers and sisters or my son. But then I'm like, maybe go change your shirt, bro. You don't want to go to this guy's house with a shirt that says Autistic Virgin. That's fucking weird, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, stop by the house, smash over to Jack's house, eat, and then I didn't even put 2 and 2 together, but his son was working for me part-time doing this remodel, so I was kicking it with him. They had the whole classic spread, turkey, potatoes, Brussels sprouts, that cheesecake, huckleberry ice cream, green bean, all the shit that everybody puts on the picture on their plate, right? And I ate all of it, and Jack wasn't backing down. He's like, more, and I'm like, Jack, I can't, but I don't want to argue with him. Jack's the best dude in the world, you know what I mean?
All right, you're still not answering me. Listen, what time did your son have Thanksgiving? How did you go to Jack's? You said Jack's was at 2.
Jack's was at 2. I stayed there until 3:30. Then I went to my son's at 4.
Okay. Well, what about the charcuterie?
Yeah, that was in the morning.
Okay. What time was that?
10.
Okay. All right.
10, 11. And I got back to town 2:30. Got to 2:30. Got to Jack's after changing my shirt, and then yeah. Then I went to my son's and ate more food. And I came home and everybody sent me home with food. And I was like, I have to start cutting right now. But then there's like, know what dressing is, right? Like
yes. Stuffing, yeah.
Bro, I'm a fiend for that shit. I can't not eat it. And he sent me with a nice little thing of it, and I'm just like.
He sent you with a butter bowl full of fucking stuffing, bro.
And real mashed potatoes with butter, like homemade, like actual potato mash.
Yeah.
I ate all of it.
So what's your weight at right now? How serious are we?
Okay, hold on. It gets worse. The next day, I went and saw a female friend of mine that's very nice and stuff, and because we had planned to have like an ice cream date. And I'm thinking one scoop of ice cream is not gonna hurt. You go to these places in the country, bro. And you pull up, and you ask for ice cream. One scoop of ice cream in a waffle bowl, sir. Motherfucker gave me like this, like a hand's full of ice cream. And me being a fat ass, I ate it all. And so anyway, and then we like done lunch or something like that too, you know. Okay, so I got up to fucking 212 fucking pounds.
Damn, dude.
I know, bro. I was like, Jesus Christ, Jess. Like,
when is the meet? How close are we?
I got 5 days to lose about.
Ooh.
I know. I got to drink like 2 gallons of water tonight.
What are you at right now?
207.
Okay. Well, you're on the path. You're on the path. You're already down 5 from your heaviest. So.
Well, we'll see how the water thing. Like I'll pound water the next 2 days, and then that clears you out. Like everything comes out, and I'm not really eating anything. I had a chicken quesadilla today. That's probably gonna be all I'll eat today. I went to church, and then the family I was like, had this whole plan that deviated from a little. It was like a Taco Bell. I got extra chicken and just ate a quesadilla. I'm like, all right, that's all you eat today. That's good. It's less than 1,000 calories. Just hang in there. And then when it comes with depending on where I'm at, I'll just fast out in the last from Wednesday, Thursday until Friday morning. I'll get there. And if not, I'll go to the fucking YMCA and sit in that sauna until I get there.
There you go. Yeah, I doubt it'll come to that.
I doubt that too. I did 4 miles the last 2 days in the mornings.
So you got 5 pounds in 5 days. That ain't shit. You can do that. Or 7 pounds in 5 days.
Yeah. I mean, especially if I fast, okay. I just got to get super stupid with the water the next 2 days, and then just kind of relax after that. And just drink a little bit of water, and then stop with the water 2 days before. I should make it. I'm pretty sure. But this is good for me to learn. It's good for me to learn how to cut to 198. Thanksgiving really threw a screwball into a monkey, wrench into the gears.
A screwball. Threw a screwball into the monkey wrench.
A little change up for the kid. That's all right, man. I know I'm crying oh, this is so bad, but deep down inside, I love to suffer.
We know, Jesse. This is not a surprise, buddy.
Deep down inside, what I tell you all the time. I mean, I used to go running in sideways rain just because I thought I was tough and shit, but that's when I felt the most alive,
Yeah, man.
I know, my hip's getting better, bro. I'm like,
whoa.
I don't know. I'll run a little bit. I don't want to test it. I don't want to especially right now because I need to. Come Saturday, I need my whole body to feel like I just came out of a fucking massage parlor.
Yeah.
So, I'm still lifting and doing cardio pretty hard right now, and the cardio that I'm doing though, I'm not going above 3, but I have been able to go up to 5 for at least 15 minutes. And that's on a number 4 incline, just doing 3, but just for 90 minutes, hour. Just whereas before is 30 minutes. My hips we're done, dog. So that's nice. I think you're probably right.
I've been going crazy. I've been going crazy on the MAPS fitness programs, dude. So I don't know how this happened. Yeah, my plan was for one, I was never gonna buy one of these fucking programs. But I think I see what happens to motherfuckers, man. You get in there, you like one, and you get into it, and you're like, okay, I fucking dig this. This feels good. I'm making gains. I'm getting stronger. Like, okay. Well, it's fucking Black Friday season. You know there's going to be all kinds of crazy deals.
I love
So,
you.
dude, these motherfuckers, they did 60% off everything. Okay. I mean, pretty much everything's always 50% off, but they do 60% off everything. But the thing that got me was on top of the 60% off, each program that you buy, you get 5 entries into this fucking drawing to win a fucking week's vacation. They have a vacation house out in Utah that they own, and you get a free week plus $1,000 in travel expenses, and you get to pick.
If you flew Frontier, you could get your whole family.
Yeah.
Or you can just gas in your car and take the whole fam.
Yeah. That's what it's gonna be. Like, it's for you and your family, whatever. And
I wish I wouldn't. It would be just me. I'll be living life, son. I'm smoking a cigar with a charcuterie board in the jacuzzi, like.
Well, the dope part about it is, it's like the Mind Pump house. So they got like a fucking cold plunge, a fucking sauna. They got red light therapy in all the bedrooms. They got one of them fold out weight racks in the garage with like a whole set. So it's like, it's dope. And it's in the fucking mountains of Utah. It's fucking beautiful. So anyway, each program you buy, you get 5 entries, right? So I bought 2 programs, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, what else? Which other one of these programs might I enjoy? So I already got the anabolic, which is like their basic fucking strength and muscle program.
It's working for you though.
Yeah, it is working, dude. It's still working. I'm on my 3rd time through it, and it's fucking still working. So,
going up.
Yeah, all the weights are going up.
It's like a mesocycle, right? Like the 8 week.
Yeah. So it's like 3 weeks of like heavy low reps, 3 weeks kind of moderate, and 3 weeks like higher reps.
Okay.
And the workouts change. A little bit of the volume changes. Like the first week you only do like 2 sets of arms each workout, but then like when you get into like weeks 2 and 3, you're doing like 4 or 5 sets of arms. So it increases, but the intensity lowers. So just all different modalities.
Hell yeah.
But my favorite's been the strength, honestly, because that's where you see the most, like,
You see what I'm saying? Like once you try to get that little bug in your ass and shit gets fucking 10 years later, shit gets fucking weird, bro. Start chugging water to try and have diarrhea. Like, what the fuck?
Anyway, so the next program, like, I wanted to stick with programs that are like 3 days a week because this is working for me. It works great with my schedule. And so they have other programs. They have like 4 and 5 day a week programs too. They have like this aesthetic, which is like a straight up bodybuilding program, and it's like real high volume, high intensity. And like I was like, that's probably gonna be too much. That's probably gonna be too much for me to fit in. Yeah. So I went with Symmetry, and Symmetry is like all unilateral shit, so that you focus on like bringing up weak sides and shit. Like if you got a weak arm, a weak leg, a fucking any kind of imbalances, it's like all single arm and single leg movements. It's fucking you do like single leg deadlifts and fucking single leg what do you call it? The fucking squats. Pistol squats and fucking the other squats.
Bulgarian split squats.
Bulgarian split squats, yeah.
I did some of those last week.
So it's all that type of shit. So it's like really get out of your comfort zone. You're supposed to be able to, you switch things up. You kind of make those initial gains, especially strength gains, because it's like these are new movements. So you get to like PR every week on them. Anyway, so I picked up that. And then I also picked up, what else did I get? I know I bought 2 programs. Maps. Okay, so I got anabolic, I bought Symmetry, and I bought I feel like I bought one more, and I can't remember what it is now. But check this out. So then, a few days later, they're like, no, they haven't done it yet. A few days later, I'm listening to the show, and they're like, if you buy a program today, before our next episode airs, you get triple entries into the fucking drawing.
You, huh?
Bro, so like now instead of 5 entries, I get 15 entries for buying one program. So
just buy me the bodybuilding one. I'm about to do into an 8-week fucking.
Oh, I remember what I bought. I bought the fucking OCR, the obstacle course fucking training plan.
I'm just gonna tell you you're fucking gay for that, but go ahead.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do one of those next year. My buddy Justin.
That's right. I'm a hater. I forgot. I was just thinking like, what isn't motherfucker gonna go on American Ninja? Get the fuck out of here.
No, man, it's like the fucking Spartan race shit. But like, my buddy signed up for one last year, and then like it ended up getting canceled or whatever. Like they canceled it due to weather or some shit, which I think is lame as fuck.
Yeah,
but like,
shit is.
Oh no, but so he's like gonna sign up again this year. I was like, hey, I'll fucking do it with you this year. Like,
how mad will you be if they canceled it?
I don't know,
dude.
You know me. I like the training better than the fucking event anyway. You know what I mean? It's like I love marathon training. I don't really love actually running the marathon. You know what I'm saying?
The marathon's easier than the training because you got to be on. Yeah, you're okay. So it's like. My friend explained to me like there's 2 kinds of people they train. One is a chef or a cook or whatever, and one's a baker. So you're more of a baker and I'm more of a chef. Like I'm like, I don't know, let's go in there and fuck shit up, bro. It's gonna work out great, whatever we do, you know? Fuck it. Let's max out. But you're like, no, we're just gonna do this rep scale and this, you know, like you follow the plan and you bake the cake and you get the thing. And I'm like, we're just gonna do this and get crazy. Let's throw a little fucking rosemary in that bitch. I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not like a fucking moron. Like, I do follow some stuff, but a lot of times.
Oh yeah, like, you definitely do. I know when you were training for a fucking marathon, you were sticking to the fucking like, oh, it's 6 miles today, it's 10 miles tomorrow. It's a fucking, you know what I mean?
Even with powerlifting, I do the same thing. Like, sometimes like a little spicy when I get nervous. I'm like, we're just gonna fucking max out every time and just get crazy with the fucking especially works. But
yeah, you're like, I gotta see if I'm close. I gotta see if I'm close to where I want to be.
Well, I mean, you know, a couple weeks out, you gotta test where your openers. You gotta make sure that your opener is easy and you can get it. But that's just, you know, I mean, there's only like what my 6th, 7th meet, something like that. This is my second win at 198, and last time I went at 198, I shit the fucking bed. I sucked, dude. It was terrible.
Really? I don't remember that. I don't remember the 198. Was it when you first? Was it like kind of in the beginning?
It was like when right after I got my DUI and I was doing all that cardio, I just wasn't there. And then I was like trying to go off my benzos at the same time, so I'm like detoxing from all this fucking couple years of shit and fucking. Ugh. I just look like a soft fat potato. I was like,
that sounds terrible.
I know, like 198. I mean, right now I'm gonna look fucking stupid cranked, like jacked, dog. Like, yeah, I'm into this shit. Like, I look good as fuck right now. Not to toot my own horn, but toot motherfuckers. I've been putting in work. I don't give a fuck. I look tired as fucking hell because I've been getting up early as shit, even on the weekends, and fucking going to the gym and doing stupid cardio and staying up late. But I slept good last night, so thank God for that. I'm just trying to carry this show until Brett gets back because I think he is messing with something on his car. So anyway, I'll just take this as an opportunity to plug my own podcast, Cold Chain Fitness. Oh, hold on. You left. This is the Jesse Show now. No, hold on. Let me just finish what I was saying because I was like, I'll just try and plug my podcast.
Go for it.
Okay, so anyway, I started my own podcast, got a new episode up. It's not the Jesse Show anymore. You can find it at the same link from the past, but just look it up, Cold Chain Fitness. I put a new update video. I got some guests lined up. I'm really serious about getting back in the swing of things. I was watching some of the old Jesse shows, and I was like, damn, my vernacular is really fallen off because I used to speak like really well. I was like, Jesus Christ, Jesse. Like, bro, that drinking did you no good, sir. But like, yeah, I don't know. But I'm back at it. I got shot up, but I got up and I'm back at it again. Like,
so what are you doing with that? Like, is it all fitness talk, or are you still kind of bullshit?
I mean, like, you know, we're ripping calluses and talking shit. So come whatever may come, you know, but it's primarily geared towards fitness. Probably gonna be a lot of niche powerlifting shit, but also like you know, just whatever the people that I'm gonna fucking talk to, whatever's on their plate, we talk about that. I have a friend coming on. She's a beast from fucking UK, and like she's a badass dude, but she like blew her fucking shoulder off bench pressing, and yeah, I want to talk about that in general, just the recovery process. She had like a strap around her neck like 3 days later, fucking deadlifting. Like, she's a fucking monster. So I want to talk to her about that.
That's crazy.
I'm always hitting her up, asking her questions, and she's kind enough to respond. I asked her if she wanted to come on the show, and she's like, yeah. I told her how I fucked up my weight cut. She goes, yeah, boob.
Yeah, boob. Yeah. Is she so she's actually in the UK? Like, you haven't met her? She's not like
just internet friends like me and you.
Okay.
I mean, I met you in real life. You're my dog.
Not like me. Now, come on, like me and you. That's a little
similar to the way that we met.
I think we're a little further along than fucking internet friends like you and the UK bitch from fucking.
You're my long lost brother, bro. I haven't talked to her on the phone for fucking 2 hours.
Dude.
Tracking deliveries, like.
Thank you.
Bro, you're like one of my top 5 friends, like for sure.
I mean, really, I just felt really downgraded there for a second. God damn, dude. You're like, yeah, similar to me and you.
Might I rephrase that? We met in a similar fashion. She's also into a niche sports, and I followed her, and then, you know, me, I'm shooting messages to everybody because I'm a fucking weirdo, but, you know, I'm like, hey, can you answer me these questions, because it seems like you know what the fuck you're doing and I do not. You know, it's like, you know, I like to train with people that are stronger than me or people that are younger than me because they have more stamina, and you know, they're fucking like, I train with a lot of 20-year-olds, but I listen to all the old dudes or the people that are way more experienced than me. But I like to train with I like to train with young cats because they're like hungry. They want to fucking get after it.
Yeah.
It's like,
hey, have you noticed? Now, I don't know if it's the same in a powerlifting gym or not, but you've been to other gyms. I mean, have you noticed
powerlifting gym? But go ahead.
So, have you noticed nowadays? Like, I remember when I first started, like, really really getting into going when I was like probably early to mid 20s, and like even when I went as a teenager, like YMCA and shit. I remember it being kind of like, okay, so like bodybuilding was like kind of real niche. Like, it was, you know, kind of gay, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't want to be caught like fucking flexing in the mirror, right? Like, it's not what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
bro.
I'm always flexing in the mirror.
But bro, now all these young kids at the gym, they're like doing fucking full ass posing routines in the locker room. I mean, like, it's almost like I'm like, guys, I mean, what
are they prepping for a show and that's part of their
no, these are just fucking like high school kids coming in there fucking lifting weights, and then they all go in the locker room and they all take their shirts off like together and like look in the mirror and do bodybuilding poses and like critique each other's, which is like, goddamn, like, I don't know. It would have been cool if that was cool back when I did it.
Yeah, but like, it would have been cool if they included you. If they're like, hey, Unc, come over here.
yeah. No, but it's all these. I swear, it's like it seems to be a big trend with like Middle Eastern kids too. Like, they're really into it.
I don't know.
There's a bunch of Middle Eastern dudes in the gym.
Is it the stereotype true about the polo shirts?
No, not really. I mean, at least not at the gym. I don't know about like
are like their bodybuilding fucking credibility is legit. There's some bad motherfuckers from Middle East.
Yeah, I know. They've definitely
they've taken hold in the sport, and
they have. They got this big show in fucking Saudi Arabia. They've got big shows in fucking India, Mumbai.
The Indians are getting it in, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really fuck Hollywood shit, but
yeah,
it's funny to watch like it's a real. But I'm like, you watch this as a real movie, bro? Holy shit!
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it's like a thing. Okay, like young kids, and not even just I was saying Middle Eastern dudes because there's a lot of them at my gym, but it's like there's like it's everybody. It's white kids, it's black kids, it's like all these high school kids. They lift, and then they go in the locker room, take their shirts off. They're like hogging up the mirrors in the locker rooms, and like, you know, like, oh yeah, bro, you got some good. You fucking them delts are looking good, bro. I'm like, God damn, it's a little gay. It's a little gay, but then I gotta recognize that like that used to be me. It's just that I didn't have a bunch of friends who wanted to do that with me.
Yeah, you didn't have friends supporting your fucking dreams.
Yeah.
Fucking dorks.
These guys, yeah. And these guys, and then some of them are actually like in pretty good shape, but some of them are like not. You know what I'm saying? There's like little skinny dudes, like don't really have any muscle at all on them. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. It's weird.
At my gym, it's like there's some fucking specimens that've been in and out of that place. I mean, like,
yeah,
some guys are fucking. I mean, they're like legit competitive fucking bodybuilders, and you know, like football players. Like, you know, there's some bad motherfuckers that come through our gym. So it's. I mean, like, I'll be flexing because I'm like used to just being a fat powerlifter, and like now I'm starting to like drop all this weight and just get fucking cracked because I'm fucking single, and all I literally only eat chicken and rice and peanut butter jelly sandwiches and chocolate milk. Like that's like my main staples of life. So I'm just like, you know, and I'm just like, I'm at the gym all the fucking time because nobody's waiting for me to come home to be mad at me about not being at the gym, you know. So it's like,
yeah. But you know what though? The thing is here's what I realized I forgot to mention. It's Planet Fitness.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I don't want to take it. I thought I already called you like gay like 4 times. So
no, so I was thinking about this. Like,
we have
it's not. If it was a legit gym, like I've been to some legit gyms where there were some like real lifters in there. Like that's what they come for. That's what they live for. Like they fucking in there every day lifting. But this is not that. That's why it's so weird. That's why it's so weird is that you're at Planet Fitness. It's like with like soccer moms and fucking shit. And all the high school dudes are in there flexing in the locker room every single day. It's wild.
Oh, hold on.
Anyway.
I got to tell you something about my gym.
All right. One more time about how gay I am. Let's go.
No, this is about how gay I am. And my friend Mitch. So,
all right.
We have this little like, okay, so you know I wear short ass shorts all the time. I don't give a fuck. I'm not shy about it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So Mitch is a Mitch Runyon, MJ Runyon, badass MMA fighter. You know, cool ass dude. We have a lot in common. Good friend. But we've only known each other recently. But we really latched on. We're tight like that, you know. So all the MMA fighters, when they're not lifting, whoever's missing, they've been doing this thing where they'll post like everybody's looking for them, and then they'll tag them, right? So that's what they've been doing. Yeah. But then I seen Mitch was wearing short ass shorts, and I was like, "What the fuck? I'm the short shorts guy." You know, no. That's why I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, dude, you can't be. You're still in my style, dog. You got to get some longer shorts." And like, you're just a joke. Fuck with them. So now we're like posting back and forth pictures of ourselves in our little hoochie daddy shorts, and like we're battling for the throne of hoochie daddy of the gym. So I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning. He's kind of prettier, but
listen, it's not. I mean, you're not alone in that. It's actually a lot of dudes are now into the shorts again, man. Like it's.
I've been on that since
COVID. Thing.
I've been on that since COVID, bro.
Yeah.
To get like me, I guess.
It's definitely a thing, though. If you have noticed, like a bunch of things are coming back. Okay, short shorts, mustaches. Okay, just mustaches. Dudes rocking mustache. You see all kinds of dudes, especially in sports, like
because
with a mustache. You got
C-Bum really made that popular again in the bodybuilding.
Didn't like motherfucking. Not everybody. Pro runners. I'm talking pro football players. Like everybody's rocking the fucking stash.
Mullets were back for
mullets too. They still are, dude. They still are.
All the country kids coming to lift weights with their mullets and shit. I'm like, do your thing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they have the short shorts on too, though?
Nah.
Because that's the trend. That's the trend. That's the trend that I see. Like everybody's wearing the short shorts. Yeah, mullets, mustaches, and short shorts, bro.
That's a lot going on, bro.
Especially runners. Runners that I don't know why, but all the runners are into that shit. I don't know why it is.
The short shorts. That's how I got into short
shorts.
Running.
Yeah, that comes with the territory. But man, you ain't lying, dude. It feels so much better to. It's such a better lift, dude.
Oh, and short shorts and squats. Well, because it's like this is the actual idea for me behind when I train in short shorts for leg day. One, you get to see your pump, obviously, but beyond that is like it takes the place of the singlet. You don't have to wear a fucking singlet to the gym on a regular gym day. So, but you can see if the knee exceeds the hip crease. So if you're in depth or not, because that's if you want to know if you're squatting deep enough, does your hip crease go below your knee? If not, you might be doing fine if you're just trying to build a butt and some quad. But if you're trying to be a power lifter, if you want the internet to not eat your ass apart, your hip needs to be, but your knee needs to come above your hip crease. So that's why they make you wear a singlet when you're powerlifting, so that they can see that angle to know if it's a depth.
Yeah. All right, we're just going to jump right into. We're recording this a week later. If you heard at the end of the last episode, we were going to do a sign off, but it's like, why? Fuck that. Let's just keep it rolling. Let's just make one giant episode. It is now a week later, and some things have happened for both of us. So Jesse Cole, let's get into it, my friend.
Okay, so let's see what was. So last week was coming up on Thanksgiving week, right?
Yup, you were getting ready for the meet, and you were worried about making weight.
So I was 205 like before Thanksgiving. Then when saw we talked about Thanksgiving. That's right. I went and got all fucking So I was scared, bro. No lie to you.
How did it play out?
Okay, so I my friend Shiloh Borden, he's the 208 MMA or 205 MMA champ and the 185 MMA champ in our regional league. So I was asking our other friend Mitch, who's also a fighter. I'm like, hey, I need help on this weight cut, dude. I'm in dire need, So they're telling me he's like, start drinking water. That was what Mitch said. He's like, I'm gonna tell Shiloh to hit you up later. He's like, but you need to start pounding water and not eating hardly anything. Yeah. And he's like, maybe get some half and half to sip so your body doesn't shut down from lack of calories. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So
we know better. Your body ain't gonna fucking shut down.
I mean, they're the guys. I'm just, do what the coach says.
I mean, you told him that you fasted for like 4 days before, right?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not new to this. I'm like, I've fasted for like 3.5 days and then went and ran 6 miles, So, but anywho, so you understand. This is something that I picked up on eventually is that you have to drink 3 gallons of water a day, like the last 2 days, right?
Yeah.
That's an insane amount of water to drink. Just if anybody has done that or not done that, that's a lot of fucking water. All you're doing is peeing and putting more water in your body. And trying to get some tasks in between. And
it's fucking annoying.
It really is. It's the worst.
Dude, do you remember when we did just the one gallon a day challenge? How much we were pissing? We're like, God damn, dude, it's a pain in the ass.
Dude, it's like that, but instead of all those like the little peas you get, like fuck, I gotta pee because I'm a little, and you let a little off. It's like that, but it's like full on pisses, and you're like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's 2 days. Okay, so Wednesday, you drink 3 gallons of water, as much as you can get in. He goes, just get all you can get in. He goes, 3 is ideal. I got 3 and 3 and a pre-workout and a Mountain Dew Zero diet, right? Whatever, Mountain Dew Zero. And I ate 2 little ass chicken legs. My neighbor's cooking. I couldn't resist. It's trying to give me 3 as an I'll say 2. It's all right. So that's all I ate, right? I mean, I need nothing else that day. And so I'm finished my last water. I go weigh myself, and it's like 212 pounds on the scale. I'm like, what the fuck? This is not good, bro. I got a lot of weight to lose at this point. So anyway, I'm fucking FaceTiming Shiloh. I'm like, bro, what's going on? I was like,
they're like, don't panic.
Yeah. He goes, dude, how much do you think 3 gallons of water weighs? I was like, I don't know.
You should know. We did the Edward Gallon Hands challenge.
Yeah. So that's 20. He goes, dude, you drank 24 pounds of water today.
Right.
He's like, and so anyway, I wake up the next day, I'm 201. And then on that
crazy.
day, yeah, I mean, I was talking to my friend on the phone and like pissing while I was talking to her, and then I was like, dude, I've lost 4 pounds of piss while we were talking. She's like, you have pee while we're on the phone? I'm like, if not, I had to call you back every 3 minutes. She's like, okay, well, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, why should you? It's not like you're watching me pee, right? Anyway, so I'm like, all right, I'm feeling a little better. I wake up, I'm 200 pounds, 200 and like point something, or 201, something like that.
Yeah.
And so that day, you drink half a gallon of water before lunch. And then after that, it's just you're eating prayers and air.
Yeah. So no more water at that point, right? You just pissing all the rest out.
And so you're like insanely thirsty within 3 hours. Within 3 hours of not drinking water after being so accustomed to pounding that much water, you're like insanely thirsty. I got these little saliva causing lozenges from our they just have them out at my work for some reason. I don't know, but got those, and I was to keep my mouth like watering. I was spitting in my trash can because I was like, I wonder if they have sugar in them. I don't want to hold water. I was like, we call it manic about it. Like I was so concerned because it's like, dude, I said I'm gonna make 198, and I said I'm gonna deadlift 500 at least, right? And so anyway, the next morning I do all the stuff. I went to the sauna that night because I was 201 at the end of the day at work. I came home. I was like, dude, just go home and weigh yourself, see where you're at. Yeah. And he's all from there. He goes, if you're on weight, he's like, just turn your living room heat up and stretch and hang out, watch a movie, something like that. He's like, if not, you might have to go suffer at the Y in the sauna for a while. And so I was at 201, and I was like, it's because I know that my ass won't go to sleep unless I'm like secured in my goal, Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So I put on leggings, sweats, shorts, 2 pairs of socks, a hood, like a skinny shirt, a skinny hoodie, or like a tank top, a skinny hoodie, and a regular hoodie, and a hat, and a beanie. And I go, and I'm walking on the treadmill for like 35, 40 minutes, and I'm like, all right. I brought you short, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go in the sauna, and then I'm pacing around the sauna for, I think I lasted like 45 minutes, but I started getting lightheaded. I was like, all right, bro, like you've pushed yourself as far as it's gonna go. So now so I get home and I'm like 199. So I'm like, fuck, man. Okay. So put on a sweatsuit, turn the heat up, and go to bed.
You generally lose a couple pounds overnight, right? I mean, I always do.
I wanted to make no fucking mistake, though. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yep.
Like, nah, I'm not missing weight. Nothing feels more humiliating than missing weight to me.
Yeah.
Short of like getting cheated on or something stupid like that, but
my son's going through this with wrestling, man. I know all about it, man.
Okay, well, I'm not the guy to ask. I just do what the guy says. Shiloh says, he goes, I got a book. I'll let you read it so you can understand better. He's like, but we're on 4 days notice, so this is just, you gotta just be tough. And I was like, yep, no problem, I can be tough. So anyway, I wake up in the morning. I weigh 197 exactly, and I'm like, yeah. So I go. I mean, you know how addicted I am to caffeine, and at this point, I'm a fucking loopy mess, and I'm like, okay, so if I'm 197. And this Rockstar weighs 16 ounces. That's 1 pound.
That's 1 pound. Yeah.
I could drink this, and as long as I pee a little bit, I'm gonna make weight. And
It's one way to think about it. Yeah.
I did it. That's exactly what happened. I went there. Actually, on their scale, I weighed in at 197.2.
Okay.
And I did not know this, but my phone weighs half a pound with the case, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that crazy. 8 ounces.
Yeah.
Think about it like that's like a half-pound cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without the bun and shit. So
yeah, no shit.
I can see that.
So I made weight.
Do you know why? Do you know why that works? The fucking chugging the water like that.
No fucking clue, to be honest. I think it just clears all your shit out.
So,
and I took I took a cap of Miralax, but there's like nothing to shit, so I didn't shit at all.
Well, what it's doing is that's truly why people get dehydrated. Is you're not taking in any food or any salt whatsoever, right? So the water is just flushing every bit of salt out of your body. So then it can't hold on to anything. Like your body can't hold on to anything. It's fully dehydrating when you do that. So that's why, and that's why it probably got really fucking weird at the end there, where you're like lightheaded and fucking, because it's like you're literally dehydrated. I would be worried about how you'd perform the next day. So how did that work out in terms of, did you feel off at all? Were you weaker?
I mean, okay, so this is my second time at 198, and the last time at 198 was a fucking train wreck. I was like, that wasn't. I mean, if you put the 198 me now next to the 198 of that day, where it's not even fucking comparison.
You were being an asshole back then.
Yeah, I was like drinking and shit. Or no, I just got a DUI and I was like sober and I was trying to go off my benzodiazepines like the week of the fucking meet. It was just, I wasn't training hard. I wasn't what I am now.
Yeah, you were kind of a mess. I remember the last 198. Yeah.
Yeah, it was ugly. Anyway, but this one, like, I got my fucking singlet, like, fucking tailored by my neighbor. Shout out Lulu. Mm-hmm. So the legs were higher, and then it made me a little headband, and I was feeling myself. I'm tan, I'm jacked, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I immediately after weighing in, I went and ate a tamale and a whole burrito and all the chips at the El Salvadorian restaurant that I enjoy very much. And at the office, I was eating there all, like, just all whatever. I had 2 granola bars, a fun-sized bag of Doritos.
Now, is this the day of the meet that you weigh in, or do you weigh in the night before, or what?
This is immediately this is the day before the meet. So I'm eating everything I can, right? And then
so you guys, hold on. So you guys weigh in the morning before the meet?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Weigh-ins open at 11, and the meet starts. We get going about 11 o'clock the next day.
I bet you were there at 11 on the dot to weigh.
Oh yeah, they weren't even ready yet. I was like, "Let's go, come on." I was like, Mason, come on, I need to weigh.
You're like,
now.
I'm fucking hungry, bitch. Let's go.
I was like, Mason, I am depleted, dog. Come on, let's go. But Mason's lifting, and Mason is the strongest young guy at our gym. I mean, he's state record holder. I think might have some world records, but he's no joke, dude. He deadlifts like 600 pounds. Like, that's pretty good. He's like 20.
That's wild.
Yeah, he's a monster. So
tell me about, like, what lifts did you get, and then how do they compare? Like, did you get any PRs, or at least PRs at 198?
Oh, a lot of PRs at 198. I mean, I still did a great job. I just
Did you get any legit lifetime PRs even though you were 198?
No, but I will when this cut is in a 15-pound cut, when this is a 3-pound cut.
I bet.
So my best bench was 319 and a half.
All right.
But I did 330 pounds fast and clean, pretty, not effortlessly, but it moved just fine. I jumped the command because I get excited and then I go too fast. So that's something
So you pressed before you said press?
Yes, as I did. The same thing I did in Vegas, but it's okay. I'm gonna give myself a little grace on that one. And then my squat, I squatted 475, and I could have got more. So that was surprising because I put up a reel recently of me dive bombing the fuck from underneath 475 because it killed me. But it was actually useful for me to have that tape to watch, to realize that, you're going back to your old ways of squatting with your neck bent forward. Like, you need to keep your chest out. So I dissected that, and I paid off.
You've squatted over 500 before, though, right?
Yeah, I've walked out 515 and squatted it fucking easy.
In a meet?
No. In the meet, I think my best was 502.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
So 475, I'm not mad at that. And then my deadlift, the first time I tried it, I missed 560, and I came back and got it for my third attempt. So 560, but I was hoping for more. I want to get 580, but I'll take it. I think my total was like 1388, and then my biggest total at the last meet when I was squeezing into 220 pounds was 1400 on the nose. So not too bad. Not too bad. And if I had got that bench and got my deadlift a little bit bigger, that's all right. But I hit 2 PRs back to back on deadlift, and then this was a short turnaround from Vegas to now, so I'm gonna not try not to beat myself up too bad about it. But it was a good meet, man.
You're gonna be fucking deadlifting 600 like before you know it.
Well, that's my goal. By November, I want to deadlift over 602 pounds because that's the world record for 198 in my age group.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's my overall goal. We'll see. I'm gonna get the world record or die trying, right? Like, just like me and Cam, like, dude, all the kids my homegirl Iris, dude, Cameron's girlfriend. She's like 165 pounds. She's I think 20, 21 maybe. And she deadlifted 402 pounds yesterday.
Fuck, I can't deadlift 402 pounds.
Dude, she's a nasty little animal. I mean,
that's crazy.
Great person. I'm not saying like I mean that in the most. She knows what I mean.
You didn't mean it in the Donald Trump sense. She's a nasty woman.
That woman. She's a nasty little animal. No, dude, it was dope. Our coach Joe Collins, man. Woo, boy. That man is strong. But he like suns me like every time. I'll be pulling deadlifts and he'll come in straight from work and just in his work clothes, not warmed up, and just pull my max. I'm like, all right, well, fuck me, right?
What is that the guy? Does he own your gym or what?
No, that's Don Bell. He's the announcer. When you watch any of my videos on __ Coltrane _ on Instagram, he's the guy that is talking when he'll always hear him. He's the MC. He's strong too, but I don't think he powerlifts anymore. But he just set a world record, like a Guinness Book World Record recently. I had to sign this like paperwork for Guinness Book as one of the witnesses. He bench pressed 225 20 times, squatted 315 20 times, and then did 20 bodyweight pull-ups, which is pretty impressive.
That's fucking sick, dude. Usually people that can pull that much weight cannot do 20 pull-ups.
Yeah, I know. And I watched him train for a lot of time.
I mean, it sounds crazy probably to most people, but like usually you're pretty heavy yourself, and it's a whole different ballgame pulling yourself up over a bar than like deadlifting. Like, I mean, you're not going to pull 600 pounds upward like that.
Yeah, I think I can do like 5 pull-ups. I'd like to try now that I've cut some weight, though, actually. I think I do like 5 or 6 pull-ups. Some pull-ups have never been in my bag, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my main takeaway from this is, like, my nutrition is super important. I got to stay, like, in the zone on that, you know what I mean? Because it's fun to eat whatever you want and be strong, but it's like, I think 198 is the right weight class for me because it's like, I got a 4-pack. I look like, I look like a lifter. I look healthy. I feel healthy. I don't snore half as bad. Like I don't got sleep apnea anymore, and I can move faster, but I'm not really, I'm not losing a ton of power. So,
dude, it's so much more impressive too. The lighter you are, like the more impressive it becomes.
Right.
So, I mean,
I think 181's the next weight class down, but I don't want to rush into trying that.
Yeah, give it time, man. Just see, what happens over time.
Well, it's like if things go the same way at 198 that they win at 220, where I just keep slimming out and and it's a 12-pound cut in May to get to 181. Yeah, I'll try it. Fuck it, let's go, right? Like, why not? Yeah. But if it's just a water cut that weight, like, let's do it now. I know how to do it.
You're right, though. I wouldn't force it. I would just kind of see what happens, and like, hey, man, maybe over the next year or so, you said by November you're doing like 198 there, right? So
that's my hope.
Like so if over the course of that you're like regularly weighing around 198, You know what I'm saying? Or 195 or whatever you might be weighing that's close to the weight. Like maybe you won't even have to struggle to cut. You
That was
just
kind of
be.
what I was thinking. That's what I wanted to.
So if you're a little bit under 198 normally, like it's your normal walk around weight and you feel good, then like, yeah, it wouldn't be as hard in a year or two's time.
Yeah.
To bring yourself slowly down and keep your strength up as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, especially like talking to like people that know how to cut weight and they're giving you like solid advice, you know. And it's like, huh. All right.
Right.
So let's go, champ. But yeah, so anyway, good meat.
Okay. Well, sounds like a pretty good, good fucking meat.
Yeah, it was small and it was mostly just our gym with a couple other lifters there. And I had this whole mentality like, oh, I'm gonna show these motherfuckers. Wait, this is a timber gym, motherfucker. You know, like I was getting all like, so it's like forcing me to like get where I need to be, you know, mentally.
I like that big mural that you had in the background of that like hot ass muscle bitch cartoon. Like,
oh yeah, that's the mural that they hang at our meets. They hang that in front of like the cable machines, and so yeah, our gym's cool. And they freshly came to Monolith. Yeah, I'm glad they brought back the Monolith too. I usually walk out off of a squat rack, but the Monolith I think is superior.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I heard this guy was doing a Comic-Con, or not, what's it called? GalaxyCon?
Yeah, GalaxyCon, man. This is the third year in a row I've done GalaxyCon and done my Marvel Plus podcast live from there.
I know. Yeah, that's
fucking dope, man. Yeah, dude. Like, and it gets more comfortable every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think like over this past year, I picked up even more cons, so I'm getting even more and more kind of experience doing it. And this is even like, I mean, I would have done it anyway, but I got some advice from my buddy Mick Thomas, who's a stand-up comedian, you know, and about kind of, you know, being in front of crowds all the time and stuff. And he's like, if you just keep doing it, it just becomes like normal. Like, of course you get nervous before shows and stuff like that, but like, it's like, it just becomes what you do. And it's not that big of a deal. And that's true. So I did my first con in December of 2022. Okay. And I remember how extremely nervous I was I hate talking in front of live audience, dude. It's like, it scares the shit out of me. I feel really uncomfortable. And I remember being so nervous for that, right? And I've made so many mess ups because of that. Like I've forgotten to record, or I let my fucking laptop die while it was recording, like just dumb shit like that, because I'm so worked up about performing in front of people. And it's become so much more comfortable now. And you know, I've met some people that I've brought along the way to like. So I met a guy my very first year doing this. It's just kind of serendipitous. I go in there and I was all alone because I was going to have my buddy Justin there and he couldn't make it. So I was going to do a show by myself. And that was the year I was the most nervous. First time ever doing it. And I'm freaking out. I'm up there like, okay, all right, here we go. About to get this thing started, trying to set up my laptop and all this. And like, I just kind of threw it out there. I was like, hey, my co-host didn't show up. Does anybody here want to come up and like be part of the show? And I had a dude, Alejandro, say like, yeah, man, I'll do it. And so from there on, it just got so much easier because he came up. I had someone to go back and forth with, bounce stuff off of. The audience spoke up a lot throughout the show. And so then I took from that, like, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is from now on, like, encourage the audience to participate, right? So like, a lot more ideas are flowing around. You're not having to like sit there and come up with the next thing to say because it just flows naturally. Like, and so we did that. And then last year, same thing happened again. An audience member kept asking questions and kind of involving themselves in the show, right? like we didn't really ask her to, but she was the most inquisitive one. And so, so the next, I decided I was going to, you know what? I'm going to branch out and sign up for some different cons. We have another one in Columbus called Animate Columbus. And then we had one up in Cleveland called Fan Expo Cleveland. And I put in applications for both of those and did both of those this year too. So it was just like, boom, boom, boom. This is my third con this year. So it's become like no big deal, you know?
Yeah. I feel like that's how like like meets are too, because it's like we do this podcast, it's not a thing, right?
You remember your first time though? Remember when I was interviewing you?
I was nervous, dude.
Yeah, yeah, I remember.
I was talking
remember,
really
like,
fast.
I was interviewing you, just like your life story and shit, and we were talking about fitness and recovery and spirituality and all kinds of shit, and like that was from that spawned this podcast.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But that's how it works.
And that's how powerlifting is. Like I lift the heavy ass weights in the gym all the time, like all the time.
Right.
You know, like,
but doing it on a platform in front of an audience is a different fucking.
Yeah, it's like you got to put your wiener on the table. Everybody expect it.
And isn't it crazy too? It's like you're doing something that you've done a million times, but for some reason when there's people there, you second guess. Like, wait. Am I gonna do this right? Am I gonna do this right? Like,
it's just like even when I used to like be a concreter and I was building forms, I could be sinking nails with 2 hits like for fucking 40 feet. As soon as my boss shows up, I can't get a fucking nail in straight to save my goddamn life.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
I'm like, Rob, I've been sinking all these. I don't know. Go away. Just go away. I'll have this bill. He just started laughing. So I know how to kill his kid.
Yeah, it really does, man. I think it does just apply to everything. It's like, they say like practice makes perfect or whatever, but like when it changes from like practice to the real thing, it's a different thing. You know what I mean? So then it's like you got to practice the real thing.
Yeah.
To get good at the real thing.
Well, yeah, hitting a heavy bag doesn't make you a good fighter.
Exactly. Even sparring. Even sparring is not the same as being in front of an audience trying not to get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just like I was telling my son, he had his first wrestling meet the other day, because this is something else I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, how did he
do? He did good. He went 1 for 1.
Nice.
But he won his first ever wrestling match, which is fucking awesome because he's never done it before. He's in high school. A lot of these kids have been wrestling since like elementary, middle school. You know what I'm saying? So nice. He's entering at a later stage than a lot of them. But he's learned a lot. I feel like in his freshman year, he won his first match, pinned the dude. And then the second. Yeah, Asher. And this fucking dude's a beast, man. Like you don't notice until. So he did football, right? And you lift first he started lifting with me, like in 8th grade.
I remember that.
And then he joined football, and so they lift like 2 or 3 times a week. So, and then he goes into wrestling, and they also have lifting days. And so this kid's like getting developed as hell, dude.
Very nice.
He's 14. He wrestles either 157 or 165.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's lean. And he's fucking muscular. Like I'm like, oh, the fucking muscles are coming out, bro. Look at that. Look at that. He looks like a little man out there. And he's like, yeah. So he beat the first dude. He pinned him in like, I think he made like 2nd or 3rd period. I don't know if you know how wrestling works, but it's similar to MMA in the sense that like it's a certain amount of minutes per period. Yeah. But there's only 3 rounds. And then it's pointed same way. It's like points for takedowns, points for escapes, stuff like that. So.
And a pin is like a knockout.
Yeah, and or a submission, right? Pin is like a submission.
Okay.
So the only difference is like they keep real points. It's not like a judge's scorecard where like it's open to interpretation. It's like the ref calls every time there's a point made, and so if there's a point made, kind of like any martial art, right? It's like point this person, and they write it down. So. You can watch the score as the match is going. It's pretty fucking cool. Like you can be like, oh, the score's 12-4 right now. You know what I mean? But you pin the guy, none of that shit matters. So, he pinned the first guy. Second guy, he gave him a good fucking fight, dude. He lasted until the 3rd period, which is the final period. The kid ended up pinning him, but it's a good fucking hard fought match, and it was only like 30 minutes after his first match. So imagine how tired you are after full go wrestling for 6 minutes and then doing it again. So then his next meet was like that Saturday, and that got canceled for some reason, but we're doing it again this Friday. He gets to wrestle some more, so I'm excited. This is like, I'm even more excited for him wrestling than football, because I know wrestling. Like I wrestled in high school and middle school, and so like I know the point system, I know moves, like I can really get into it, right? So It's fucking cool, man. I love seeing him do it, and I love that he won his first one because it gave him a little bit of confidence. If he'd have lost that first one, he might have lost that second one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it was good to win that first one. But I'm excited to see what he can do with wrestling, man. Fucking pumped.
That is amazing, dude. I'm really stoked for Asher. Giving my props to him. Tell him I said go get him. Go, let's go, champ.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, excited for it. And his mom's into it too. She's like, I don't want to see him wrestle and get beat up. And I'm like, just watch. You'll be into it because it's so exciting.
It's not like he's punching each other. It's a wrestling match.
Even so, like, even if it was like fighting in itself, any kind of combat sports is like exciting, man. It's fucking exciting. And, like, you get really into it because you're like, you don't want your guy to lose. And when it's your kid, you really don't want to lose. So it's like you're on the edge of your seat the whole fucking time.
Yeah. I know. Like, so I'm moving back to where, not Wall, but back over to Raymond here probably next weekend. I think is my plan.
Okay, moving out of the bachelor pad, huh?
Yeah, well, getting a much better house, a bigger house for less money.
Is it a house or an apartment?
Yeah, no, it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house.
Holy shit! What you need that for?
What do I need a 600-pound deadlift for?
Bro, you're gonna have like a fucking office. You're gonna have a home gym. You're gonna have a fucking.
Well, I'm gonna have a podcast studio, a spare room, and then my room upstairs. That's
fuck a spare room. Fuck a spare room. Make that into something cool.
I was thinking about getting me one of them hanging punching bags and stuff like I used to have.
Or you could just get like a deviant sex room.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean like chains and shit hanging. You got the fucking suspension thing.
Yeah, like 50 Shades of Grey shit.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, something like that might be hard to explain to the family when they come over, but you just don't.
No, you keep a padlock on that door. You'd be like, oh, it was like that when I moved in. It was like that when I got here.
My sister owns the house, so that's why I'm getting it. It's such a deal. But
even better. You're like, she put a lock on. I don't know what the fuck's in there.
Yeah, but I mean, when she asked, what am I gonna say? That's what I was gonna get.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
you don't remember that's that sex room you told me to stay out of.
But that's where like the MMA fighters from my gym live at too. So, I was talking to them because so it's gonna be a little more challenging because I'm also I interview for a job with my same company but in a different location tomorrow.
Good move.
Yeah, it's about an hour away from where I live, so there's a commute to add to it, but that's all right. And it's back doing like what I love, which is like case management, which is more like hands-on with people.
Yeah,
and I'm good at it, and you actually get to feel the direct win when you help somebody. I think at least at this point in my life, I kind of need that so that it's easy for me to swim when I'm teaching somebody else how to swim. Does that make sense? Yeah. So anyway.
It's like going through the reps, man, with somebody else.
Anyway, so all that's going down. Yeah, and it's super rewarding. Like there's people that I work with that I used to case manage, and they're just inspiring people, and it's like, man, they had it rough, and now they're doing all right, and they're helping people get there, and it's cool. It's just good. It's a cool thing. Each one teach one, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, but I was saying all that to say this is I'm gonna be down in Raymond, and that's where Shiloh lives. And I was like, bro, you gotta teach me not to get beat up. He's like, you gotta teach me how to lift big heavy weights. I was like, all right, we could do that. So not like I'm gonna start fighting MMA at 42, but it'll be cool to learn how to do a couple things.
You see old Juan Salgado fucking fighting now? Yeah. The fuck?
It's pretty good too.
It's kind of crazy. I was like, and he's not young. He's younger than us, but like, he's not like super young. But he's got to be 30s now, 10
right? Years younger than me.
Yeah, he's got to be in his 30s now. Which is kind of it's kind of late to start fighting for real.
Yeah, I mean, he's been out for a minute, but yeah, I think he's been winning.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. And he's doing different shit too. Like he's like Muay Thai, but he's also doing jiu-jitsu, and he's also doing like different matches. So pretty cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. Enjoyable.
I was gonna say too, just back to the GalaxyCon thing. I've actually got two of them this year. So I did a show last night, and I'm doing another show tonight when I get back. So I'm going to get my son right now, and I'm gonna bring him back with me, look around at the convention center and shit, and then we're gonna go to my live recording. So it's crazy, man. I think it was an accident that they scheduled me for 2 different days, but I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. I love doing it, and it exposes me to more people. So
Yeah,
and that room, bro, that room was packed last night. I was like, oh shit, a lot of people here. Like every show I do, and it's not me. It's not like, oh, they heard about me, so they're gonna fucking come see me. It's just like I'm getting luckier, I think.
What's up? Talking about my friend? You know they're there for that Marvel Plus, baby. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, I do. I try to title them in a way that when they look at the program and they see like, oh, this thing's available to go do, like, you know, people who are into that sort of thing are going to come to it. Like last night's was called like X-Men in the MCU. It's like, oh, fucking anybody who loves X-Men and anybody who loves Marvel movies, like they're going to be like, yeah, let's check that out. Rather than check out the fucking guy who's talking about Ghostbusters 2 and fucking going into detail about the script and shit and like, stuff like that.
Cannot get behind any of that Ghostbusters shit no more.
Why? Because of the new shit?
I like the old stuff's iconic. Even the cartoon was dope, right?
Yeah.
Remember that episode where the vampires and the werewolves were biting each other and making wolf pyres?
I don't, but
I don't know. That's just one of those random childhood memories that never left my fucking circuits in my brain.
Like all the newer ones have have the old people in them. You're not into that?
It's just not. It's not the same, bro. It's like if you got a cup of coffee and instead of putting like cream and sugar, you put like cream and dog shit.
Come on. All right. So wait a minute. Hold on. So these new ones, these new legacy sequel ones, have the old actors in them. You're not into that?
A little bit. I mean, I like Dan Aykroyd, but the rest of it's like that kid from Stranger Things, and I like him.
Yeah.
I like all the people. I just can't get in the movie. It's just like, man, this is not.
Yeah.
It's not it for me. I'm not even trying to be mean.
We watched the first one last week, and my wife, she just got bored with it. She's like, it's kind of boring. Kind of boring, not the same.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at.
But yeah, so I got that going on tonight. What else? I feel like, oh shit.
Are you doing the same show again, or?
No. So tonight is the thing I've been doing every year, which is the countdown, where we rank all the stuff that came out this year, like top 5 or whatever. Yeah. So that's always fun, and it gets a lot of conversation going, a lot of boos and claps from the crowd and shit like that. So hopefully you'll be able to hear it as a.
If they boo, stand up and go, "Shut up, you fucking dorks!"
Yeah, right. Everyone there's a dork, dude. So no fucking way.
I know. You get chased.
That's what's great. That's what's great there. It's like, you're with your people, so it's like no one's gonna be like, "You fucking nerd." Like, I'm the fucking least nerdy motherfucker there.
I know. I seen you with your swag. I was like, everybody else is like dressed up like a poorly shapen fucking superhero. And I was like, Chris just got his swag out there slinging his merch, doing his thing. Like, get some does.
But yeah, so we're doing that tonight. I did want to say, I know you said you haven't really watched much lately. Did you see Smile 2?
No. I didn't even know. I forgot all about that, man. I've been in such a weird headspace lately, but no, I haven't. Is it out?
Yeah, and that thing's like, audiences like it more than the first one. I thought it was pretty dope.
What app is it on, brother?
Paramount
I'll just
Plus.
search. I'll just hit the search bar. On what?
It's on
Paramount Plus.
Yes, and then, dude, even better than that, I watched
You're starting to break up, bro.
I think I might be losing you. Are you there?
Yeah, you are losing me.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Do you know what's... Speak No Evil. Speak No Evil.
Yeah. Is that the one with the hand and stuff?
No. Speak No Evil it's a new movie. It just came out this year. It's got oh God, what can't I remember his name right now? The dude who played the young Professor X in the X-Men movies.
Oh, James McAvoy.
Split.
Yeah, no, Yeah, yeah. Where he says he's a doctor or whatever, and they invite the other family out to theirs. Is that also on Paramount Plus as well?
Bro, that one's on Peacock. We watched it two nights ago.
I got both those apps. Okay. I'm home.
It's really fucking good.
I'm a touch under the weather today. I don't know if I'm sick or I'm just like my central nervous system is fucked up from lifting all crazy heavy yesterday. But so I'll watch those today because I was looking for shit to watch. Nothing was tickling my butthole. So
yeah,
I watched some.
Both really good.
Yeah, no, those are right up my alley. I'm gonna find a friend that wants to watch a scary movie though. I don't want to watch a scary movie by myself. I probably will. But...
Theater. Hold on, we went to the movie theater and saw something the other day too. What did we see? Y2K.
Oh yeah,
it was. Yeah, like it was silly as fuck. But I think it was supposed to be. But the nostalgia in it is fucking real, dude. It takes place, New Year's Eve, 1999. So like everything is fucking late 90s and everything is like motherfuckers listening to boom boxes and fucking like all the fashion is of the 2000 era. All the cliques and groups are like very 2000s high school era, like everything, dude. Like everything is fucking, it's dead on. Like they fucking nailed that era when doing it, like that moment in time. But it gets really silly because what happens, I mean, the idea of it is, if you watch the trailer, the idea of it is like, technology turns on man, right?
Oh yeah, like it really, like if it really happened.
Yeah, but instead of Y2K, like everything shutting down, instead it's like these fucking computers and fucking all your electronics come to life and try to murder you. It's fucking silly. It's silly as fuck, dude, but it was so enjoyable. We had a good fucking time watching it.
Hell yeah. You know what I want to see is that Craven, bro.
Yeah, when does that come out? I think close to Christmas.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take one of my gal pals to it. So yeah.
I want to see it too. I don't have super high hopes for it, but
I don't even know any of the Craven story, but I watched the trailer. I was like, this looks like it goes fucking hard.
Yeah, I guess just take it as it is because the Craven story is much different than they've portrayed it on there.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna dig into it because it's like I know literally, like I've only heard about him. I seen him, I think, in one cartoon. He had like some weird like kind of fur.
Yeah, he was in that old Spider-Man animated series from when we were kids.
Yeah, that's all the Craven exposure I have. So I'm just gonna leave that where it is and just go in with an open, fresh mind. Because I realize sometimes, like except for the Stephen King books, when I do all the back search on stuff, I'm gonna get way let down because it's like it's so hard to take the author's mind and even with a comic book, take the author's mind and put it into a visual form.
Yeah,
like I give, like even with the Stephen King movies, I give them a lot of leeway because when I'm reading it and I'm like, that's not how it was in the movie. Then I'm like, how the fuck would you even do that? You fucking what are you fucking Steven Spielberg, Jesse? Calm the fuck down. They did the best they could, dude.
Yeah, even if you were, it's so hard. I think when we've talked about this, I think a couple times, like trying to turn Stephen King's ideas into visual medium is like it's kind of impossible. It's like it's this. Most of it's like an unseen evil. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you portray that on film? You can't. You got to make something that you can see. So
you make their eye, like the people's eyes kind of wild-eyed, and they make their eyes like they got darkness underneath them. Like that's the only way, and that's been done to death. You know?
Right.
Like make them look like they're low-key possessed. That's about the best you can do. And then like, I can't remember what it was. The Dark Tower, one of the books in there I was reading on Audible once, and then they're talking about Randall Flagg got eaten by this little half spider baby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it was so when they made the Dark Tower movie, I'm like, where's the little evil spider baby? Like, what the fuck? I mean, the movie was great. There's nothing wrong. That movie was awesome, you know? But it's like you made Randall Flagg the main bad guy, the Man in Black, you know? Like, no, he got eaten by some little spider baby.
So sorry, kids. The feed cut off again. We're just going to end it right here. Thank you for tuning into Long Lost Brothers. Come back in a week or two when we do another episode. Don't forget to follow the Long Lost Brothers Facebook page. Just search for Long Lost Brothers on Facebook.